Good evening, everyone. So last week and also yesterday, we were sharing again on thoughts. And so we'll do a little more sharing on thoughts, followed by guilt, the ego's thought system, and followed by meditation. So why is it so difficult, treacherous, for us to accept the simple truth, as the Course teaches us? Because simplicity is difficult for twisted minds. A twisted and confused mind cannot know the truth. Why is that? Because it's too busy acquiring, achieving, attaining, accomplishing, driven by false precepts and meaningless, idle pursuits, going nowhere and accomplishing nothing. And from nothing comes nothing. The mind is the most powerful device given to us to use. And we're not using it. Universal mind, the mind of God. And all we're being asked to do is to use the mind and not allow it to use you. Use the mind and the resources of your soul and stop the restless, wandering, inquisitive mind and bring it into the light to settle down. Do not harbor unloving thoughts. Your self-made thoughts has been the mountain in the road. Do not identify with the image's thought that you have made, because that puts the mind in a state of fear. And just about everyone you meet, their mind is in a state of fear. Just about everyone is struggling, fighting a battle within themselves, the war against yourself. It's an internal battle. What you do conflicts with what you want, and that produces conflicting behavior. Your true self already knows where you belong. You belong to the light. Your part is to heal the delusional thought system and allow the mind to return to its natural state of purity, childlike innocence. You're healing the mistaken identity that you are a physical body, and remembering you are a body of light, timeless and eternal, your true self, unlimited, unrestricted, unimpeded. How is this done? To thine own self be true. Right intention is in knowing thyself. Know thyself is the beginning of wisdom. How do you know if your thoughts are loving thoughts? How do you feel? Do you feel a sense of peace? Do you feel a sense of certainty, clarity? Then it's a loving thought. If you're feeling a sense of uncertainty and doubt, it's fair. Feeling, most of us are so numb. Feeling is the one and only means through which ideas, everything is an idea, through which ideas are conveyed to the subconscious. And the subconscious is not concerned with truth or falsity of your feelings. It always accepts as true that which you feel to be true. Your acceptance of it makes it real. So your feelings create your world. Your world represents your thoughts. You are your thoughts. And you are what your thoughts have made you. Are we willing to surrender, let go, give up our self-made ideas, thoughts, concepts, and remain open to our real thoughts, loving thoughts, our immaculate concepts? Feel what you're feeling. You feel, when it's a loving thought, you feel inspired. Feel the inspiration. Inspiration literally means breathing in. You're breathing in the breath of God. You feel your inner strength. You feel you're light-bodied. And you cannot give yourself light because most of us are too confused about ourselves. You want to feel a sense of assurance, a sense of sureness and certainty, that you breathe in the holy breath of life. You want to meet your true self so you can make your contribution to mankind by putting all of your concerns into the hands of one who knows and trusting in the creative action of life. There's no need for us to torture ourselves with our self-made thoughts. You want to drink the waters of truth. You want to use discernment. Discernment is insight. It eliminates looking outside of yourself. It's an internal process. It replaces judgment. And your part is simply to let go, trust, and open your mind. You want to hold on to the truth of what you are, loving thoughts. And then what happens, your body will be maintained harmoniously because you're not looking at yourself with judgmental eyes. So you really do want to and have to give your attention to your thoughts. You know, it's like shaving. If your attention wanders, you're liable to cut yourself and maybe end up in intensive care. You want to enter into paradise without any thought of anything. Put aside all the images that you have made. The old will fall away, and your real thoughts will come into your awareness. But you must be willing to practice daily. Diligent practice, devotion. We cannot afford to miss a day of practice. So you can glimpse the essence of your real thoughts. We simply came into this manifestation, slowed down our vibration, had a dream, and you thought you were separate from your real thoughts. creator. And now you're waking up from the dream and remembering. So many of us play this game with ourselves. It's a sort of, remembering and forgetting, remembering and forgetting. And until we do remember the loving thoughts, only our loving thoughts is the way to remember. And we go back and forth until we become rooted, grounded, and established in the awareness of our real thoughts. So put attention to your feelings. Feel what you're feeling. You're releasing any discomforts. Discomfort arises to bring the need for correction into awareness. And awareness is the key to transformation. And you're transforming consciousness, one thought at a time. You're breathing in the breath of God and allowing vision to show you where to go. You're ending the hallucinations and all of the superficial activity that keeps the mind in a state of fear and coming to the awareness rather than words. Awareness is an inner feeling of certainty, conviction. And the Course teaches us, the certain are perfectly calm, for they are not in doubt. To doubt is to not know. The mind has to be still in order to receive the messages that are waiting for you. In order to I have no idea what's going on here. Okay, I have no idea what was just happening there, but anyway. Feel what you're feeling. Feel a sense of certainty. And the certain are perfectly calm, for they're not in doubt. You're trusting in the creative action of life. Trust is your foundation. We have to remain open to receive the messages that are waiting for you. It's intended for you. And be confident that you will receive as you remain vigilant in your practice. Your desire is to live in your natural state of permanent joy. Permanent joy. Joy is our natural state. All spiritual texts assure us that we are created in the image of God. And our divine essence is covered up by our self-made, meaningless thoughts, our pointless little goals which offer nothing and do not exist. A belief is a thought, and so we're either creating reality or making illusions. And all beliefs are real to the believer, and most of us are trapped in beliefs. Be willing to let go and listen to the still voice within. The voice of God is always quiet, and only in quiet can we hear our real thoughts. And this is why we meditate. The purpose of meditation is to slow down the fast, rushing, racing, restless activity of the mind, to keep your mind under control and present. Your purpose in meditation is to understand the mind and discover reality. Life is 10% what happens to us, and 90% in how we respond. And so many of us react out of a sense of misunderstanding. It's up to us to release ourselves from the slavery. We're slaves to time and human destiny. And love does not cherish the illusion we hold about ourselves. You live in the state your mind is in. You are your thoughts. And nothing can have effects without a cause. And the mind is the cause of all the suffering in the world and all the suffering it contains, because the mind is a process of thoughts. And your thoughts make up your world. So we are the cause of our experiences. Our perception of external events and every situation we find ourselves in are but the effects of an internal cause, thought. And our sense of guilt and shame keeps us in bondage. And if you hold on to guilt, you cannot be yourself. Only an illusion of yourself. And everyone's deepest desire is to live the life you were created to live. So then we have to choose to end the discord and the strong disagreements and the trouble we cause ourselves, and live in the awareness of your true identity. Live in the light where all things are right. Exchange your sense of guilt and shame. Exchange what you have made for what you already have. Guilt hides your light. And guilt is the foundation, the Course teaches us. Guilt is the foundation of the ego's thought system. And guilt keeps you in bondage. And if you hold on to guilt, you cannot be yourself. Only an illusion of yourself that is not real. In time, we're in a time universe. In time, you're in guilt. In eternity, you are guiltless. And if you project guilt, your guilt is enhanced. And guilt has no purpose. It's meaningless. So it's up to us to let go of the meaningless and choose to know your true self. Guilt hides your light. And sickness is a form of guilt. Separation is the source of guilt. And you made guilt and shame your daily bread. And now you're choosing light, where you will receive what already belongs to you. You will receive your daily bread of truth. And in that truth is your release from guilt. Choose guiltlessness and freedom, or hold on to the guilt and shame and remain in bondage. Because light and guilt cannot coexist. To accept one is to deny the other. And the choice is up to each of us. The choice is up to you. Choose light and release yourself from guilt, not pile on more guilt. Invest in what is real. Invest in the light. And be guiltless and strong. Your strength comes from within, where you're certain of your direction. Because you are allowing, you're looking within and looking out, you're allowing your light to shine brighter and brighter. You're allowing the brightness of your purity to shine. So choose light, and you will be shining away the cloud of guilt. And again, guilt is the foundation of the ego's thought system. And you want to allow the brightness of your purity to shine. So vision can show you where to go. Guilt is a way of holding on to the past. Allow your light body to take away all fear, pain, and guilt. And the cause of pain is the manifestation in the body of the sickness in the mind. And the cause of pain is guilt. So how do we eradicate the guilt? Through a process known as forgiveness. Forgiveness is an inner correction. And correction can only take place where the error was made in the mind. You are your thoughts. So, total freedom or total bondage. The choice is ours. When you invest in guilt, you become weak and you withdraw from God. And time is a device for compounding guilt with which we fool ourselves. So invest in what is real. Invest in the awareness that is your true self. Invest in God, because that is what we are. God is an energy field of pure, unconditional love, and be strengthened. And to be without God is to be without meaning. And love and guilt cannot coexist. So we have to choose. We have to choose. We cannot live a choiceless life. Every second we're making a choice. So we have to make a choice. To accept one is to deny the other. And the truth is your release from guilt. We came from love, we evolved in through love, and we will return to love. And out of love you were created. And in love you will remain forever. And love is not an illusion. There's no journey, only an awakening. We have to wake up from the sleep of forgetfulness and remember. And to remember is to restore to your memory what is already there. Love can only be awakened by love, and you cannot wake yourself. The activation is within the heart of love. You are shining away the cloud of guilt that darkens your mind. And you're accepting your true essence, your eternal innocence, your purity. Guilt is a way of holding on to the past and future. We are eternal, and that does not change. We always will be, must be now. So our part is simply to love yourself unconditionally. Empty the mind of all judgments, concepts, and desires. And know the truth of what we are and be guiltless. Wisdom is the relinquishment of judgment. And it's not difficult to relinquish judgment. It's just difficult to keep it. But judgment is an unacceptable thought about someone or something. Do not judge means do not condemn. Only our condemnation. Only my condemnation injures me, the Course teaches us. Lesson 198. So release your judgments and walk in freedom and light, unburdened and free. And in giving up the judgment, you're giving up an illusion. You're giving up complete release from pain, suffering, As the Course teaches us, your choice to judge rather than to know is the reason you're not at peace. And the way is not hard, it's just very different. Ours is the way of pain, of which God knows nothing of. So relieve yourself of agony by letting go of the judgments you have made against yourself. And the cause of pain is guilt. And again, pain is the manifestation in the body of the sickness in the mind. You want to reestablish peace of mind. And we will hear when we stop judging. You do not know your worth, so how can you judge? You want to retain in your memory only what is creative and good, loving thoughts. And when everything you retain is lovable, there's no reason for fear to remain with you. So we have to be willing to escape from what we've made, the prison of our self-made thoughts, and not cling to the old rugged cross. Step back from fear and advance into love. Life cannot satisfy our selfish desires, just as a banana tree cannot bear mangoes. All roads that lead away from what you are lead to confusion and despair. Our part is simply to wake up, and once awake, for heaven's sake, stay awake. The awakened mind knows it's a self, it's a source, and it's wholeness. Release your mind from the shackles of the past that keeps you in a world of illusions. No illusion has any truth in it. Illusions are beliefs in what is not real. Be willing to let go. So let us travel inward. Close your eyes. The light within you is sufficient. Exclude the outer world. Release. Relax. Remember. To remember is to restore to your memory what is already there. With eyes closed, tell yourself, my ultimate goal is light. My ultimate goal is light. I belong to the light. I belong to the light. There's no need to be shocked into awareness that you're injuring yourself and others. Let go of your selfish attachments in love. Inhale the perfume of perfect peace. It's what you do want. Sweep your mind daily with the mantra broom. God is a well of living water that will never run dry. The flame of life is your godlike character. Breathe the holy breath of life for there is nothing else. Feel your light body. Feel a sense of release, a certain calmness that is untouched by fear and doubt. You're bringing into manifestation the desires of your heart. Do not allow unsteady footsteps of illusion to interfere. Be open. Be patient. Be willing. Free your mind and trust. You do want to be free. Turn to your light body in meekness and humility. As a dedication to yourself, tell yourself with eyes closed, I accept the thought of God as my inheritance. I accept the thought of God as my inheritance. I accept the thought of God as my inheritance. I claim my divine inheritance now. I claim my divine inheritance now. I am rich in the richness of God. I am rich in the richness of God. Breathe the flame of life. Life is now. Prepare yourself for psychic surgery by recognizing you're not the physical body, but a body of light, deathless, timeless, and eternally free. Free your mind from the confines of a false self. We each have our own private collection of memories. Do not allow your selfish attachments to pluck at you. Dismiss them through the power of the light. Trust and know that what you're yearning for is already within you, waiting to emerge. All you're being asked to do is to let the light in. Trust means a willingness to let go of the fears that are tormenting you and surrendering to the reality that is you, beyond the physical, beyond the conscious self. Trust means that you can act from a consciousness of love without doubt and uncertainty, and with a sense of assurance, certainty, confidence, and security that is beyond name and form. By not allowing fear to feed on the strength of your soul. In selfless devotion to yourself, tell yourself, I belong to the family of light. I belong to the family of light. I am a body of light. I am a body of light. I am the living light. I am the living light. You and I are beams of light, reflect in mirror consciousness in this human experience, world of form. And while the outer physical world is filled with fear and torn by winds of hatred, confusion, despair, conflict, and limitation, may you rest in quietude and gratitude in your inner world of tranquility and peace, where all things are right and as natural as breathing. Be with yourself. Reflect and remember that you are aspiring to something greater. The greatness that is within you. As you forgive yourself, your illusions, and accept your true relationship with yourself that lives within you in quiet certainty. The greatness and exquisite facet that is your soul. With eyes closed, say to yourself, I drink the waters of truth. I drink the waters of truth. I am the living light. I am the living light. The light is here and the way is clear. The light is here and the way is clear. I belong to the light. I belong to the light. Rest lovingly, centered in the light of your soul. Invest in your true self, because you will be investing in trust. Trust is your foundation, where you will gain great dividends. Empty your mind. Be as a child and trust as you let go of your concrete misconceptions. Open your eyes to the light so you can see. Allow the light force to instruct you in patience, hope, confidence, and faith. Breathe in love through the center of your heart. Feel a sense of lightness. You're remembering now. With eyes closed, tell yourself, I am receiving now. I am receiving now. The light is here and the way is clear. The light is here and the way is clear. Feel the invisible bond. Feel connected to your light body. Come home now to the wisdom principle that is within you. Choose your feelings and desires and reshape your life. Feel your freedom in the light. As a dedication to yourself, tell yourself with eyes closed, silently and thoughtfully, with fixed determination. I am the living light. I am the living light. I am light eternal. I am light eternal. I am eternally safe in the light. I am eternally safe in the light. The greatest divine light is guiding you perfectly. Release your mind and let it fly to its natural home. Our insane and selfish desires for material possessions will be driven away. Starve selfish desires away by not feeding them. Purify your inner environment. Clear the cobwebs and remember that your single and only purpose is light. It's a dedication to yourself. Tell yourself, my single purpose is light. My single purpose is light. I am the light of the world. I am the light of the world. I am a body of light. I am a body of light. You made up the prison in which you see yourself. Let the sweet nectar of the light comfort your soul. Seek the quiet regularly and quietly, and comb the twists and knots of your thoughts. Open your mind to the flow of light. Do not interfere. Waves of light are coming in. Open your mind to receive. With eyes closed, tell yourself, I am receiving now. I am receiving now. I will, there be light. I will, there be light. The light is here, and the way is clear. The light is here, and the way is clear. I see only light. I see only light. Relax your mind and take a bath in the sacred pool of light. Feel your entrance into the light. If you overlook the light, you're overlooking yourself. Do not devote your mind to what you do not want. If you do not want it, it was never created. Polish the mirror of your mind daily. The more you polish, the more clearly you will see. Recognize your inner strength and accept the fact that you are the living light. You came into this world to express the beauty of what you are. Refuse to be sidetracked into detours. Be true to yourself and realize that in the silence of your mind, you crave the light. That's a dedication to yourself. Tell yourself with eyes closed, I crave the light. I crave the light. I am of the highest quality and character of all life. I am of the highest quality and character of all life. I am life eternal. I am life eternal. Feel your freedom in the light. Feel a sense of being lifted up. Feel your light body. Feel a sense of release. Try to keep ownership of your joy by uninterrupted practice. Allow rays of light to drop like pearls into your mind. Strip yourself of the false personality self that you have made. With eyes closed, tell yourself, let me remember that my goal is light. Let me remember that my goal is light. Open your mind to receive and remember what has been stored in your memory. Quiet your busy thoughts and let the wisdom of your mind come to your assistance. You will have no reason for regret, but cause indeed to rejoice. Feel your light body. Let the present moment leave you breathless and allow yourself to be surrounded by light. Light is yours to command. It is always at your disposal. Use it. Say to yourself with eyes closed, I am home in the light. I am home in the light. I am here to represent the light. I am here to represent the light. The light is here and the way is clear. The light is here and the way is clear. Recognize that you are a body of light. Feel your light body. Rest in the power of light and allow the light force to energize you. Experience the bliss within you now. Empty your mind and escape from the prison that you have made. Only the truth will set you free. Live and have a life centered in the great ocean of energy. Feel your light body. Feel a sense of release and relief. You're not weak, but strong. You're not helpless, but all powerful. You're not an illusion, but a reality. You're not limited, but unlimited. You're not doubtful, but certain. You cannot see in darkness, but in light. You are a fearless, spiritual adventurer. Claim your inner strength and raise your eyes unto your strong companion as you rest in immortality, safe, secure, and untouched by doubt and uncertainty. Feel your light body. Say to yourself, my ultimate goal is light. My ultimate goal is light. My natural home is light. My natural home is light. I am light, light, light. I am light, light, light. The divine light descends upon us all, and we are purified, grateful, and blessed. For this we give thanks. Rest in quiet light. And so it is. Love you all.